I'm going to run through some examples to help us with our factorising skills. And I've just made a little note up here, HFC, highest common factor. We want to find the highest common factor of all of the terms in the expression we're needing to factorise. So in the first example, I've got 6x and I've got 10y. Now I start off looking at the numbers. So I'm looking for the highest common factor of 6 and 10. So I've got common factors of 1, but that doesn't help us. The highest common factor of 6 and 10 is 2. So I can take the 2 outside of the bracket. I look at the letters, I've got an X and a Y. Well, these are different, so they don't share a letter in common. So the only term I can take outside of the bracket is the number 2. Then inside the bracket, well, when I expand whatever's in the bracket by 2, I want to get 6x plus 10y. So 2 lots of 3x, that would give me 6x plus 5y. It's always a good idea just to double check. 2 lots of 3x is 6x, 2 lots of 5y would be 10y. In the second example, again, I'll start with the numbers. I've got 20 and I've got 8. So highest common factor here. Well, I tell you, I'm just going to make a mistake on purpose. I'm going to say the highest common factor is 2 for the numbers. And then I'm going to look at the letters. Now, these both share an x, so I can take an x out. I can't take the y out because it's only in this second term. So inside the bracket, I want 2x times something to give me 20. So that would be 10. I've already got the x outside. For the second part here, I want 2x times something to give me 8xy. So that will be 2 lots of 4y. I've already got the x outside the bracket. So when I expand this, I would get 8xy. Now, I said I've made a mistake, and I'm sure some of you have spotted that 2 is not the highest common factor of 20 and 8. A really good double check inside the bracket, if you notice that the numbers or letters, if you've got any common factors still remaining, then you haven't taken out the highest common factor. So 10 and 4, they share the highest common factor of 2. So I can take another 2 outside of the bracket. And remembering this would be a multiplier, so 2 times 2 would give me a highest common factor of 4. Then inside the bracket, I should have 5 plus 2y. Okay, the next example, x squared and 4x. Well, x squared is x times x. So both of these terms share the highest common factor of 1 lot of x. So we take x outside the bracket. Then inside the bracket, I want x squared. So I put 1x there. And then I want plus 4x. So x times 4 will give me 4x. In this example, I've got 6x squared plus 2x. So highest common factor here from the number part is going to be 2. I've got x squared and x, so I can take out 1x. Now inside the bracket, I want 6x squared, so I would have to multiply 2x by 3x to get 6x squared. Now plus, well, I've already got 2x outside of the bracket, so all I need to do is multiply that by 1, and then that would give me, if I expand this, 6x squared plus 2x. Now the final example, 12 and 30, so let's just double check we get the highest common factor. So 2 definitely is a factor, 4 is not a factor of both, 6 is a factor of both. So 12 and 30, I think highest common factor is 6. I've got x cubed and x squared. So what we can do is you can always take out the lowest power of any common letters. So I can take x squared outside of the bracket. Inside the bracket, I want 12x cubed. So that's going to, 6 times 2 would give me 12. And then x squared times x would give me the x cubed that I'm looking for. And then 6x squared, I'd need to multiply that by 5. And then that would give me 30x squared if I was to expand the bracket.